Hi. Hi, Shan. Hi, Yuko. Hello. Thanks for joining. Alright, so we are still waiting for few more participants to join, and this is the very first problem for today's session. And here we need to solve for the shaded region. Let's see how many of you can do this. And the rule is simple. You need to give the correct explanation along with the answer. Shan, 14 root 2 diameter नहीं है. You can see it is touching end to end for the square. So it is a diagonal of the square. It's not the diameter. Diagonal है वो. And shaded region का एरिया निकालना है. I can see that there are nearly 150 of the participants right now, concurrent viewers, but no one is there to give the correct answer for this question. This is not that difficult. This is the very first question of today's session. We are going to have at least four more questions. Hi Kushagra. Hi, thanks for joining. Kushagra asked like diagonal है ना ये? Yes, Kushagra. वो 14 root 2 is diagonal. Saurabh Karpande 42. 42 is not the right answer, Saurabh. And if you're giving the answer as 42, you need to give the correct explanation along with that, so that I can pin your comment, and that comment will help others to understand what is your approach. Guys, I need few more comments so that we can move to the next question then. However, no one has given the correct answer till now. कुशाग्र said side निकाले पहले. Yes, Kushagra, you can solve for the side of the square first because diagonal of the square is already given. First, you can solve for the side of the square using the Pythagorean theorem, or you can use the direct formula for the diagonal of the square. There is a direct formula also. We have Zedra said 14 square minus pi 7 square by 4. Okay, that would be a correct answer, but 96 minus 49 by pi is not correct. The thing is, you can do one thing, like you need not to use the pi as exact because we have a 14 multiple here. What we can do, we can use 22 by 7 here so that it could get simplified. We do have Yairel said 10.515. Okay, that's the correct. I hope you have like just used the exact value of pi maybe, but you guys need to give the correct explanation also. Yeah, no one is giving the correct explanation. Only answers are not going to get entertained here. I need the explanation, guys, so that we can move to the next question. Now you are correct. 49 minus 49 pi by 4. That's correct. So what would be the exact answer? Like, this is also an exact one, but if we are going to substitute pi as 22 by 7, then alright, so we have, yes, you are right, Boga said 10.5, that's correct. Zedra said like side is 14, area of square 196, area of square is circle is 49 pi. You are right. Yellow part is 1 by 4th of the difference. Correct. Correct. Your approach is correct. Okay. So whomsoever has given the answer till now, they had given the correct answer, I think. So let me just show you the approach for those who are not getting it actually, because we have nearly 400 concurrent viewers right now and only 6 to 7 people has given the correct answer. So let me just share my screen and explain it to you, and then we will move to the next question. Okay, we have Morgan said 196 minus 49 pi by 4. That's correct, Morgan. Alright, so we do have a square, right? There is a diagonal. We do have a diagonal here, 14 root 2. So what I can find out the square, if I'm going to take this triangle, I can apply the Pythagorean theorem. I will name this side as x. I can solve for the side which is x. Or else we do have a formula for the diagonal of the square, that the diagonal is root 2 into side. From here I can directly get the side of the square. Root 2 into side, I prefer this for a formula, that root 2 into side is 14 root 2. So root 2 will get cancelled. So my side of the square is going to be 14. So side is 14. Each of the side is going to be 14 because all of the sides of the squares are equal. We know that, right? Now we have the side of the square, then the area of square is going to be 14 square. 14 square is going to be 196, right? 196 is the area of the square. What about the area of the circle? Area of the circle is going to be pi r square. Karthik has said 10.5, but you guys are not giving the explanation. I'm just not liking it at all. 14 is the side, so this is going to be the diameter. So the diameter is also 14. Radius is going to be 7. Radius is 7, then it's going to be pi r square, which means 22 by 7 into r square. 7 square, 7 into 7. 7 will get cancelled out. So I'm going to get 196 minus 22 into 7 is going to be 154. So on subtraction, I'll be getting 42. Now what is 42? 42 is this shaded region, the area of these four parts. And what we need, actually, we need one of this part, right? So instead of having an area of four parts, what I'm going to do, for one part, I'll be dividing 42 by 4. So on dividing, I'm going to get 10.5 as my answer. So the correct answer for this problem is 10.5. And all of you has given the correct. 17.5 is not the right answer. Okay. Okay, 58. Oh, we do have a mathematician here. I have done BA, BSc, MSc. Does doing MSc or BSc in mathematics make you mathematician? I don't feel like that. Alright, let's just move to the next question and let's see how many of you can do the 58 was not the correct answer, Daniel. 10.5 was the right answer. Let's move to the next question and see how many of you can do that. Okay. Now this is from the circles, and this is for all of the participants. Like we have Sheila Devi who said for 10.5. 10.5 was the right answer, Sheila, for the previous question. Thanks for joining. Now this is the next question, and I want you guys to solve for A and B. Just try to solve for A and B for me. I want every one of you to do this, and don't just throw the values only. I want you guys to give the correct explanation also. Later I'm going to give the explanation for sure, but I want the explanation from your sides. Let's see how many of you can do this. Do we have no one to answer this? Like nearly A is 42, B is 132. Shitty Donkey said 42. Guys, please try to give the explanation also. Don't just give the answers. Try to give the explanation. Daniel, everyone is giving A as 42. Why is it so? Guys, try to give the explanation also, because A is not 42. (180 minus 90). From where you are getting 90? I haven't mentioned anything like 90 or anything. Or this is also not mentioned that DC is the diameter of the circle, so that you are assuming. No. You can't assume anything. Yes, Saurabh. As so it's not given to us, so we can't like assume anything at our own. Karthik will explain. It has been just 3 minutes only. This question has been displaced 3 minutes before only, so I still want my user to give the correct answer. No one has given the correct answer till now. Where is that? We have one more Karthik who said he is a mathematician. He is a mathematician. So where is my mathematician now? We have Uzair 703. It's easy, do linear pair, then opposite angle supplementary. That's correct, correct, correct. Okay, then what is the answer? What is your answer, Uzair? B is not 132, guys. If you are writing it as 132, then please give the explanation along with that. Okay, so we have Shitty Donkey who said the opposite angles of 48. No, 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 no. In the right angle triangle, there is nothing like right angle triangle. I haven't mentioned anything like it is a right angle triangle. I'm going to give you the explanation soon, but till now I haven't received a single answer, correct answer. No one is giving the correct answer. Why is it so? Guys, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. That is bit obvious to all of you, I hope so. At intersection of AQ and CP, find करना है A and B, value of A and B. D is 48. Yes, D is 48. Right. Where are my participants? My participants are my regular users are not online today. Maybe Italy is my regular user. Cassie is one of them. Maybe. I'm going to wait for few more minutes because I haven't received any of the correct answers till now. Linear pair and angle in a same segment. Okay. You can use that property, linear pair property, also angle on the same segment or alternate segment theorem. But the thing is, where is the answer? Like how we are going to approach? You can use exterior angle sum property. We do have one more participant who said 84. Piyush, 84 is not the correct answer. A is going to equal to C. That's not possible because A and C are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Their sum must be sub 180. Piyush, 84 is incorrect. Ryan, A, B is equal to 42. Oh my god, everyone is giving wrong answers only. No one has given the correct answer till now. A plus B equal to 76. Deepika Chauhan. Deepika, could you please explain how it is 76? DAQ is not right angle triangle. It's not given to us, so we can't assume it. It is not given. If that is going to be given, then the question problem is going to be very easy for every one of you then. That's not given. It only said A is equal to B. Angle A is equal to B. A plus B is equal to 84. Lubin say A plus B is equal to. how you are getting that thing. I need the explanation, guys. Shinman said what we need to find. We need to solve for the variables a and b that are the marked angle as p and q. Lubin, a plus b is 84, but how? Third place, what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to calculate a and b. A plus c is 180, okay. Using exterior angle property, then a plus b is 76. No, a plus b is not 76, not 48 also. 48 is incorrect. This has happened for the first time. I have just joined SB concept. Kindly repeat the question. Alright, I'll repeat the question. We are given with the circle, right? Don't assume that angle ADAQ is 90. We are given with an angle at intersection which is 48, and we need to calculate A and B. Guys, we need to find for, let me just share my screen. Wait a minute, I'll highlight what we need to calculate. We need to calculate this angle, this A and this B. You need to solve for these two values, A and B. A and B. Lubin say ABC is going to be 132. Okay. Yes, Lubin, you are correct with that. A is not 42. This has happened for the first time that I have received more than 50 of the comments and no one has given the correct answer for any of the variable. What has happened today? If you are saying AB, if Karthi say A plus B equals to 64, no. A plus B is not 64. Okay guys, let me just write one more thing, that A is equal to 2 twice of B. SB concept, A is equal to 2 times B. Use this also. I think that's missed here. That's why you are not getting answer. Now I hope you are going to get A is equal to twice of B. I just read the statement now. A is twice of B. This is given. Now Lubin can get the answer directly maybe. Karthi, A plus B is not 64. This is given. If A is equal to twice of B, then what is the answer for A and B? B is not 60. Deepika Chauhan, B is 28. Okay. And what about A? Then A is going to be Kushwaha. A is 32, B is 64. No, that's incorrect. BAD is 132. No. Karthi, PDQ is not 90. Sorry, DAQ is not 90. Shinman has given the correct answer, the very first person to give the correct answer. Yes, Shinman only. B is 28, A is 56. I think Lubin has given the correct explanation before. Karthi is now correct. A plus B is 84. So now you can solve for A is not 66, B is 33. Incorrect. Deepika, you are right. You are also right, Deepika. Now those who has given the correct answer, they can give the correct approach. Lubin has used the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. That's also correct. We can use that. B is not 26. Still, most of the users are giving the wrong answers. Why is this happening today? A is equal to B is not 24. No, no, no. No, guys. A is 20. Leuven, you are right. You are the one who has already given the correct explanation for A plus B is equal to 84, the very first participant. Yes, getting equation A plus B is equal to 84, you are right. B is not 84 by 3, ABC is 132, yes. Pinky, yes, welcome Pinky. Thanks for joining Pinky once again. A is 88, B is 44, no. SB concept, A is 56, yes. B is 28, now you are right. Now few of my users are correct. Deepika, I got your concept. Thanks for your explanation. Next time, who are giving the explanation, please try to give the explanation in one single comment so that I can pin your comment. As you can see, most of the participants are still struggling to get the correct answer. So your explanation will really help. Deepika, we are going to have the new question, but you can see there are 500, more than 500 participants, concurrent participants right now. So I'm waiting for a few more comments, then I'll give the explanation and then we'll move to the next question. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you the explanation for this, a quick explanation, a short one. Okay, then so how you are going to get the answer for A and B. Then we'll move to the next one. So those who are still struggling, they can just look here now. The very first thing, I'm not going to solve for this 132 because we can apply the linear pair here. But if this is 48, then using the alternate segment theorem, this is also going to be 48. Right? This is, yes Pinky, my pen is working. You can see that. Okay, now if I'm going to take the bigger triangle, which is triangle DAQ, this one, I can solve for this angle in terms of B, right? Because it's going to be, on solving it's going to be 132 plus B. I'm using the angle sum property. Can I write, let me just write B plus A. I'm writing this angle as A plus 48 is equal to 180, and on solving this I will get A as 132, right? 132 and minus B. Is that clear? Then what we can do, now look at this triangle. If I'm going to have this small one triangle, this PAB, if this is 48, this is also going to be 48, right? 48, because they are vertically opposite angles. So what I can do, I can use the exterior angle property here. The angle of A, which is marked as this one, A, plus this angle, this is 48, this one, this is 48, would equal to the exterior angle of this triangle, which is this capital A. Capital A angle I have solved as 132 minus B, correct? So what I'm going to get, I will take this B this side. A plus B is going to be 132 minus 48, which is 84. We have this expression, we'll substitute here, we'll get 3B equals to 84, so B is going to be 28 and A is twice of B, so A is going to be 56 degree. So that's how we are going to solve. I hope that's clear for everyone. Yeah guys, there are multiple approaches to these problems, so I have just shown one of them. I hope that makes sense now and that is clear for every one of you. Please write race. If anyone is still having doubt, then I can explain it to you. Okay, Kushagra said yes. Shall we move to the next question? Can we send you? Yes Pinky, you can send your question. I have announced this yesterday also, that you guys can give your questions to me if you wanted to get discussed in the next slide. If possible, I will, for sure I'm going to discuss those questions. And the thing is, you can just email your question. Whatever the question you are having, you can email your questions. So if those questions are possible to discussed in the live, I'll put my email and I'll pin that comment. You can just email. Let's move to the next question without any wasting any further time. I'm going to give the next one. Guys, this is an easy one. Pinky, I'll pin the comment. Just give me a minute. I think the new question is visible to everyone. Okay, so we are given with the two intersecting chord AC and PD here, and we need to solve for the angle X. This is an easy one for those who are pretty much aware about the circles. They can give the answer within a jiffy. Yes, so your ABP is equal to 132, PAB is 132. Yes, your explanation, now your explanation is correct, perfectly fine. Okay. Deepika Chauhan has asked, like, what is 200 degree? 200 degree is the arc measure of AB, like major arc AB, angle measure for the arc AB, and angle measure for arc CD is 90. You need to solve for the value of X. Okay, we have Happy Bee 145. Mobility says 145. Mobility, you are not the new users, so you can just share your explanation along with the answers. $145. Guys, whomsoever are giving the answer, just give the explanation along with it. Mobility, your explanation is correct, but that is only for the guys who knows the theorem. May you explain? Samir, yes, for sure. We are given with the arc measures. Arc measure of angle measure of an arc CD is 90 degree and angle measure of an arc AB is 200. We are given with the two chords also, AC and BD, and we need to solve for the angle measure at the intersection, which is X. So let's see, we have more than 600 viewers right now, and no one, only few of you has given the. Deepika, this is like for ICSC, it's for grade 9th question only, but for CBSE I think it's not there in their syllabus maybe, but I am like discussing some few of the questions every day. We are covering day by day, we are covering one of the theorems. Mobility, your explanation is correct. I'm going to pin your comment. Thanks for your explanation. Your explanation is perfectly fine. We can also take angle ADB. Yes, you can take that. You are right. Name of the theorem. Welcome mobility. Uh, Deepika, you can just search on the Google that intercepted arcs theorem for intersecting chords inside the circle. Or you can simply write intercepted arcs inside the circles. Angle formed inside the circle for intercepted arc. We had only 3 or 4 of the users who have given the correct answer. No one else has given the correct answer. Welcome Deepika, welcome. I'm waiting for few more users to give the correct answer so that we can move to the next question then. Victor says 145. Victor, what is your approach? Let me know your approach. Gaur is saying how to solve without the theorem. You can do the construction. You need to assume a center of the circle. You can find the angles at the center of the circle, like using the arcs. How much angle is being subtended by the same arc at the center. Then using the construction only you can solve if you can figure out any of the triangles, or else that's not possible. Without theorem it's gonna be very without theorem it's going to be difficult for you because you need to do the construction. With the theorem it's very easy, within a second. Like you can see that few of you has already commented directly. Yesterday also I discussed one of the question where I used the same like same theorem, but for that I have shared another approach also. You can do the construction. Few of the users or in that session did the construction and they got the correct answer also. Alright, so I'm just going to give the answer for this. 145 was the right answer, and what is the theorem I will be sharing that directly. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, look, we can see that the circle includes 2 chords. This is a chord, AC is a chord, and BD is also a chord, and the angle formed at an intersection is X. So there is a theorem directly. We can say that if 2 chords of a circle are intersecting inside a circle, then the angle formed at intersection, which is X here, is going to be the sum of half of is going to be half of the sum of the intercepted arc. Sum of the intercepted arcs means arc angles made by the chords. This is CD, this is one of the angle, and this AB is the another angle. So that values are 90 and 200. So again I'm repeating, angle formed at the intersection of the chord is one half means half of the sum of the intercepted arc, which is 200 plus 90. So 200 plus 90 is going to be 290 by 2, right? This is 290 and we have this 1 by 2, so it is 290 by 2, and on simplification it's going to be 145. How do you know which arc is which? Look, here we are having only 2 arcs, I can say. Like actually we are not having 2 arcs, we are having 4 arcs. This arc AB, this BC, this CD, and this AD, but they have marked the angles on the parts only. Like this 90 is marked here, so this is for CD, This 200 is marked here, so this is for AB. That's it. Does that make sense? 0. So the answer for this question is 145. I hope that is clear to every one of you. So are we guys ready for the next question? How we measure the angle of an arc? Angle of an arc is nothing but the angle subtended by the arc at a center. It means if there is a center of the circle, then if I'm going to join these points with the center, then this angle is also going to be 200. That's what it actually means. Who has asked this question? Shinman. Shinman, you got that? Welcome, Vost. Shinman, is that clear? What does an angle angle measure mean? That is same as the angle subtended by that arc at the center. That doesn't look like 90 degree though, but that why it is not looking like a 90? Let's say this is a center. Now see, if it is possible, this is because I don't know exactly having a center here, so this would be a 90-degree angle, but here it is not, you are saying. But again, I am saying the same thing. Like in geometry, most of the time the diagrams are not given to the perfect square, so whatever the markings are given, we have to work accordingly, right? You are right, but that is not looking like a 90-degree angle. You are correct there, but the main reason behind this is that the angle measure of an arc is same as the angle subtended by the arc at the center. That's the point what I'm making. So I hope that is clear to you. Black Avenger, your answer and explanation is correct. Thanks for that. Shall we move to the next question, guys? Because we spent a lot on this, at least more than 5 minutes. Shall we move to the next? All right. Yes, I got one yes. Let's move to the next one. Okay, guys. So we have this question, a bit easier one. We are given with the two parallel lines. I hope that is visible to every one of you. We need to solve for the value of x here. And now let's see how many of you can actually solve for the value of x. And I need the answer along with the correct explanation, guys. Let's do it. MD Samir, yes. MD Samir Khan has given one more approach. Your logic is correct, and your answer is also correct. Thanks for that. X is not. Deepika, are you solving this problem right now, which has 124? We got 84 as an answer from Deepika. MD Samir said 118. Edward said 118. So guys, whatever your answer is, just give the explanation so that I can pin your comment. I'll let you know which one is who is giving the correct answer. Who has given the correct answer? I'll let you know that what is the correct answer. But before that, I need the explanation that how you are getting 84 and how you are getting 118. Just do that for Okay, so Shinman has given the same 118. Deepika is the only one with 84, and Venom Snake said 180 minus, okay, 56. I got you. I got your concept. 2y is equals to 62 and x is going to be 118. Alright, so we have 4 users only who has given the correct answer. Guys, 118 is the correct answer, and I'm still waiting for 4 to few more common angle, and rest is history. Okay, Sheila Devi 118. Okay. So as most of you has already given, technically the question isn't even solving like seeming parallel, but I already admit that the lines are parallel. It doesn't seem like parallel, but most of the time uh, in geometry the figures are not drawing up to the correct scale, but the arrows marked there says everything. 62 Venom. Okay, I got you, Venom. Not an issue. Rudra, can you give a hint? Rudra, I'm going to explain and I'm going to give the answer. 62. 62. Yes, Samira, your answer is correct. Okay, let me just explain. Give me a minute. Mhm. Okay. Look, guys, this is a straight line. If this is 124, then this is going to be 180 minus 124, which is going to be 56. Once I got this if this is 56 and these are the parallel lines, then this 56 is also going to be equal to this angle. This is also going to be 56 alternate interior angles, right? Does that make sense? So now we do have this triangle where these lines are equal. It is marked. So this triangle is isosceles triangle, and we know that the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. So if these two sides are equal, then the base angle, or we can say the side angles opposite to these sides, this and this, they are going to be equal. So this is also going to be same. So let me just name it as A or anything. So you can use the angle sum property here in the triangle and solve for the value of A. You are going to get 2A plus 56 is equal to 180, and on solving your A is going to be, let me use another pen, A is going to be 62. So now A is 62. You can use linear pair theorem also, like here x plus A is equal to 180. So x is going to be 180 minus 62. Or you can use directly one thing like 50, this much angle, this angle is also going to be x using the alternate interior angle property. So x is going to be 56 plus 62, right? So that's all. I hope x, you got the concept. X is equals to 118. So we are going to move to the next question. We have one more user, Bentone Boon. This is a beginner geometry. Yes, for sure, this is a beginner geometry, and we do have some pro users also, and I'm going to give you a pro one now. Let's see how many of you can do that. Alright guys, we have this question in which we need to solve for the shaded region, and I had discussed this problem earlier also. We need to solve for the shaded area. It is given guys that this figure is a rectangle, and we need to solve for the shaded area, that is blue shaded area. One more thing which is given, that is AB plus BC plus CD is equal to 20. Let me just make this more clear for you guys. let's say this point is M, and these sides are marked as equal. This much portion is equal to this. Yes, Anurag, AE is 9. This entire length AE, this much is 9. We need to solve for the shaded area. Yes, they are equal, so I made it clear. Guys, try to give the answer along with the explanation, and let's see who is going to give the answer first. Not only the answers are required, I just need the explanation. You can give the answer in terms of fraction or in decimals, because the answer is easy to simplify. Yes, Kapil, this is rectangle. I think we have discussed this yesterday also in my last session. For yesterday's session, the last question for the session was this only. No, no, this is a rectangle, not a square. Guys, I have marked the two lines here. Oh, these lines are too close. Look, it's clearly visible. Black Avenger has given the explanation, but I want others to do this because I think yesterday only we have discussed this. So few of the users has already know the answer. 1111. No. Uh, Anurag said 8. Anurag, 8 is not the right answer. Uh, 19 by 8, Pinky. Okay, you can check Pinky. We have discussed this yesterday also, I think. You must know the correct answer. We have Kira. Kira said 9. Okay. Prabhakar, we have already discussed 5 different questions today, because every day we do have few new users, so it's better to discuss the previous question also. So that's why I have given the same question. We are going to have the next question, which would going to be different one. However, it has been more than 1 hour the stream is going on. Sansh Kumar said 19 by 8. Sansh, 19 by 8 is not the right answer. 9 is AE. AE is 9. Length of the AE is 9. Now, Anurag, your answer is correct. 4.75 bent on. It's not 8. 8 is incorrect. Anurag, Levi, don't worry. I'll explain. I know, like, you what you did actually. Bent on, it's not 8. You need not to give the explanation for this one. I'm going to explain, because explanation is going to be quite hefty for this one. Alright guys, I'm going to give the explanation. Now let's see how we are going to approach for this problem and what would be the correct approach. Okay. Uh, First of all, what is given to us? Let's say this is a rectangle. It is given to us. I'm going to assume the side AB as A, this side BC as B, because this is a rectangle, then the opposite side must be equal. So this side is also going to be A, right? Let me just not write it here because this is going to be so hodgepodge. Okay, so now see, if this entire side is B, this would be B by 2 and this would also be B by 2, correct? Now we are given with this AE9. If I'm going to take this triangle and apply Pythagorean theorem onto this, what I'm going to get, I'll be getting A square plus this side, which is B by 2. B by 2 square is going to be B square by 4, is equal to square of the hypotenuse, which is 9. 9 square is going to be 81. This is what I'm going to get from this triangle using Pythagorean theorem. On solving, if I'm going to solve this, 4 into A square will become 4A square plus B square, and if I'm going to take this 4 on another side, this will become 324. Let's say this is my equation number 1. Now what else is given to us? This expression AB plus BC plus CD. AB, I have taken it as A, BC this much, this is B, and this CD is also A, this is A. So this expression is going to give me 2A plus B, right? So I have 2A plus B equal to 20. So if I'm going to like square both sides, what I'm going to get? I'm going to get 4A square, like using the formula of A plus B whole square. It's going to be 4A square plus 4B, only B square, plus 4AB is equal to 20. I have this value already, 4A square plus B square. I can substitute it here, right? So what I'm going to get? I'm going to get 324 plus B square is equals to this 20 square. Sorry, this is not 20, this is going to be 400. 20 square. I'm going to subtract this 324. My b square is going to be 400 minus 324. No, not b square, this is 4ab. Sorry, why I'm writing it wrong today. I have substituted this value. This is 4ab, right? 4ab. So 4ab is going to be 400 minus 324, which is going to be 76. And dividing both sides by 4, ab is going to be 19. So I have ab now. What we need to do, we need to solve for the area of this shaded region. Now shaded region is nothing but a triangle. This is, so what is the formula for the triangle? Half into base into height. This is the base. This entire side was a, this much is half of a by 2, and this length is b. So area is going to be half into base is a by 2 into height, which is b. So this is going to be a into b, ab, and the denominator will have 4. 2 2s are 4. So ab by 4, we have the ab, it's going to be 19 by 4. 19 by 4 is the correct answer, and 19 by 4 can be written as 4.75 also. So those who have given the correct answer already, 4.75, that's also correct, and 19 by 4 is also correct in exact form or in a decimal form. We are going to have the next question now. I hope you guys understood this. Let's have the next question, and let's see how many of you can do that. Just give me a minute. Benton, I am out. Need to do some vector. All right, Benton, you need not to flex. You can do whatever you want to. Okay, guys. So here we need to solve. That's visible. Okay. So we need to solve for the shaded area out here. We're given with a right triangle, and it has a rectangle within it. We need to solve for the shaded region of the rectangle. Let's see how many of you can do that. I need a correct explanation for this also. Alright, that's so quick. We have one of the user duck said 100. Yes, Anurag, ABCD is the rectangle. Guys who are giving the correct answers, whatever the answer you are giving, give the explanation. Oh, we have so many of different answers. We have 192, Athroth said 54, Kira said 72. Okay, Kira has corrected herself, like 108. Okay. Alright, 108, whatever, 100. Sameer Khan has given one more answer, 108. Guys, you are giving the answers only. I need an explanation. After that, I am going to explain for those who are still not going to get. Kushagra, I'm not getting it. Okay, Kushagra, just wait for a few minutes. Wait for the correct explanation if anyone is going to give. Sans Kumar has given the correct explanation. Similar triangles approach. Okay, that is correct. Kira said yes, it's an easy one, Kira. So we do have to. We can use the trigonometry, similar triangles. Okay, so let's just. This can be done by trigonometry. Yes, you are right. I'm going to use the approach of the similar triangle that is already mentioned by one or two users. Let's see. Similar triangle is enough. Yes, Duck, you are right. You have to one confirmation. Okay, you. What is your confirmation? What do you want to confirm, Kapil? Say. Okay, say. Ratios. Yes. Kapil, I'm waiting for your comment. Sir, please change the previous question. You are asking for the last question that we have discussed. Kapil, I will discuss that question at the end if you want me to do so. If you are going to be here, let's just discuss this question first. Okay, we'll move to the next one then. I'll explain it for you again one more time. Okay, so just giving you the correct, not correct, immediate. I'm going to give the fast explanation for this, not going to go in so depth. These two triangles are here. We can see that these two triangles are similar for sure, right? Because this is going to be 90, this is also going to be 90, and these angles are equal. Using a similarity, these triangles are similar. Now what I can do, as we know the triangles are similar, the corresponding sides of the triangle can be written in the same proportion. Let me just name this side as A and this side I'm naming it as B. Okay, so writing it as 12 this side, then the corresponding side is going to be B. Similarly, other side is A and the side corresponding to A is 9. So I have this ratio. Multiplying it by cross multiplication, I'm going to get A into B. 12 into 9 is going to be 108. So A into B is what? A into B is the shaded area region. This is the shaded area region. Because this is a rectangle, this is length, this is breadth. Length into breadth, 108. So your answer is 108 square units. I hope that is correct. Okay. So, oh, we still Benton is still here. Benton, why you are here? You were there for calculus, na? I think. Bye, Benton. Wish you good luck with the calculus. Alright, guys, we are going to have the next question now. Let's see how many of you can do that. Just give me a minute. Alright, guys. Kapil, I think, are you talking about the rectangular one where we got the answer as 19 by 4? Is it? All right, Kapil, I'll come to that question at the end of the session. This is going to be the last question maybe, and here also we need to solve for the value of x, and let's see how many of you can do this. 40, 40, 40. All right. Black Avenger has already given the explanation. Okay, right. Forgot the theorems. Okay. No worries. I'm going to explain. Okay, Sans Kumar said 40. All right. Shivang said 65. Shivang, how you are getting 65? Uh, you can share your approach. Prashant 25. Prashant 25 is not the right answer. We already had the correct answer along with the explanation. I'm just waiting for anyone else to give any other approach if possible. If anyone can have any other approach, because there are multiple approaches to this problem also. Angle in a semicircle is 90. Okay. Okay, you meant like if we can you join that line. Okay, okay, that's completely fine. Okay. 90 then. Okay, let me just join it for you to give you a better view, right? You are saying if we are going to join this like that, then this is 90. Okay. What else? 90 plus 25 is going to be 115. This is going to be 65. But this is being subtended by this. This x is not on the same arc. This x is not on the same arc, Shubhang. Angle on a same segment will work for the same segment. 65 is on this segment, X is not on the same segment. So the answer is not 65. I hope that is clear. 40, 40, 40. Yes. Alright guys, the 40 is the right answer. You guys have done the phenomenal job. Let's see how we are getting 40. Now this is 25, we know. And these lines are parallel. If these lines are parallel, then this is also going to be 25. This is going to be like alternate interior angle property using the, right? So this is 25. Then this arc is going to be angles. We know that the angle subtended by the arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference, right? If this is the angle subtended at the circumference 25, then this would be 50. Similarly, this is 25 and this is its arc. This is also going to be 50. Correct? Now this is the diameter. It is but obvious because O is the center. So this line is dividing the circle in two halves. So upper half is a semicircle. This is also semicircular region. And we know the angle subtended by a semicircle is 180. So this is already 50. This is already 50. So this much part is going to be 80 only. And if this is 80, this x is subtended at the same arc but on the circumference. So x is going to be half of 80. Half of 80 is 80 by 2, which is 40 degree. This is one of the that's completely fine. I got your concept. You need not to describe. You can use inscribed angle theorem. You can use the central angle theorem. That's correct. 80 degree, this the angle subtended by this arc, then x is going to be 40. I hope that makes sense and that is clear to every one of you. So the correct answer is x is equal to 40 degree, right? Alright, so that was the last question. So I just want to confirm whether Kapil is here or not. Kapil, you were asking something. Are you here? Please return to regular math. Someone is saying please return to regular math, or someone is saying like please give us calculus problem. Then how it is possible? The thing is, my audience varies from 7th grader to like I don't know where it goes. So the thing because of that I have to bring the question which are sometimes looks too easy for you guys but not for the 7th grader, and I have to think of everyone, guys. You are the only one who is saying I don't want geometry, but geometry is interesting and I personally love geometry. We can bring arithmetic also. You can suggest your question, whatever you want to. Sheila, this was the last question. I'm just waiting for a preview. Yes, Kapil is here. Kapil has some doubt in the previous question, so I'm just waiting for his. Or else everyone can leave now because this is going to the last. That was the last question. अनुराग गिरे सर आपके लिए एपी के एपी ओके एपी अर्थमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन यू मीन okay Kapil, this was the last question I think that we have discussed, second last, right? So what is your doubt in this, Kapil? Yes, Anurag, I got you. What does that mean? We can bring algebra, but most of the participants look at the figures like they found it interesting instead of doing algebra. Kapil, I'm waiting for your comment. What is your doubt in this problem? We have discussed this. Kapil, are you there? Triangle ABE, sin 90 P upon H. Sin 90 is not P upon H. No, Kapil, look. I got you. Where you are making mistakes. Look at this, guys. This is the last question. This is last question we have already solved. This is the previous question that we have already discussed, right? I'm just going to make a triangle, right? Look, Kapil, this is a triangle. Let's say this is the only triangle that you were talking about, and you are saying like this is A, this is B, this is E. So AE is 9, right? So AB upon AE, you said. Where is your comment, guys? Please don't comment. I am talking to Kapil right now. I'm just explaining this for Kapil. So Kapil, we never take this angle into consideration when we are writing the ratios for trigonometry. Either it's going to be this angle or this angle. So if let's say this is theta, we never write sin 90. Sin 90 would be 1, na? We said sin theta. Let's say this is theta, then sin theta is going to be P upon H. So AB upon 9. So you are writing AB upon 9. I got you what you are doing. but for that you need this angle. Kapil, are you there? No, Kapil, you got this now. कपिल, हम ये वाला एंगल कंसीडर करते हैं, 90 वाला एंगल नहीं, 90 तो फॉर श्योर ही है क्योंकि राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल है वो. ओके कपिल, आई होप दैट इज क्लियर टू यू. अभी तो कोई डाउट नहीं है. कपिल वाई? वाई फॉरवर्ड मतलब आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है अभी मुझे? Guys, don't comment in between. I'm stucking. I need to keep an eye on Kapil's comment. Yes. Okay. Let me just explain. That. Let's say this is a triangle. Kapil is commenting again and again. Kapil, are you there? Let's say कि ये ट्राइंगल है, राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल. दिस इज 90. इसको मैंने थीटा मार्क कर लिया फिलहाल के लिए. तो थीटा के ऑपोजिट जो साइन होता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस इज क्लियर दैट दिस इज हाइपोटेन्यूज, सबसे बड़ी साइड, राइट? द साइड विच इज गोइंग टू बी ऑपोजिट टू थीटा और वट एवर द एंगल यू आर गोइंग टू टेक, ये आपके ऊपर है कि कौन सा एंगल गिवन है. अगर थीटा ये वाला एंगल गिवन होता तो इसके ऑपोजिट वाली साइड वो क्या होती, परपेंडिकुलर होती. जो साइड एंगल के एडजेसेंट है उसको हम बेस बोलते हैं और एडजेसेंट साइड बोलते हैं, और जो साइड इसके ऑपोजिट है उसको हम परपेंडिकुलर बोलते हैं. दिस इज परपेंडिकुलर, राइट? सो परपेंडिकुलर और वी कैन से ऑपोजिट साइड. सो आई होप कपिल अभी आपको क्लियर होगा कि हमने वहां पे आपने जो रेशियो लिया वो सही नहीं था. ओके, कैन आई लीव नाउ if your doubt is clear, because I need to go for dinner right now. My family is waiting. Okay. Kapil, you are taking the wrong angle, na? I am telling you. That's what I am telling. You are using this angle. This angle can't be used. Either you need this angle or this angle. If this triangle, in this triangle, this angle is given to you, or either this, या तो ये एंगल गिवन होता या तो ये एंगल गिवन होता. आप AB को परपेंडिकुलर मान रहे हो तो AB ये है एंड BE ये है, तो साइन 90 रेशियो नहीं डिफाइन कर रहा है उसका, इसके ऑपोजिट वाला एंगल का साइड रेशियो लेना होता है, राइट? तो ये एंगल अगर गिवन होता तो आप लिख सकते AB अपॉन AE इज इक्वल टू, लेट्स से दिस इज 45, तब आप लिखते AB अपॉन AE इज इक्वल टू साइन 45, बिकॉज AB के लिए ये क्या है, ये ऑपोजिट है, ऑपोजिट इसके, तो ये परपेंडिकुलर होगा 45 डिग्री के लिए, और ये हाइपोटेन्यूज तो है ही. 90 वाला जो इंटरसेक्शन है वो वाला एंगल तो लेते ही नहीं रेशियोज ने. ओके, Kapil, that's fine. Okay, Kapil, I got an okay from Kapil. All right, guys. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I would love to see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Good night. Enjoy the match. Bye bye.